Hey everybody, welcome back. Got another video for you guys today. I'm going to show you guys a couple of the projects that I'm working on. If you follow me on Instagram, you've probably already seen a lot of photos of something I've been working on. It's not done yet either, but I'll show you guys the progress I have on it. So I hope you guys are having a great week, and I appreciate tuning in, and hope you have good luck with all your gardening and all your projects. And without further ado, let's get to mine. As you can see, I'm in my computer room. And there we go. So I'm attempting to make an acoustic guitar with my 3D printer. I got some of it put together here. I'll show you guys. So this is 4 pieces that I had to print out and then glue together with super glue. So this is one piece here. And then there's another piece here, another piece here. Here's the seam. And then there's another seam here. And then I have this top half there. And then the seam on that. You can kind of see the glue in the corner down there. Down there, that's the seam. I have a little piece of tape on the outside to hold it together while I was waiting for the glue to dry. But, yeah. First time ever making a guitar. Now, it's not going to be very nice and probably won't work very good. I may not even put hardware on it. It'll just be my mock-up, and then I'll build another one using the skills that I learned from building this. Because I've been experimenting with different types of inner structure. See how you can see the gaps, the little triangles in there. So you can change the shape of those triangles. You can, or not the shape, I mean, you can change them from large to small, so you can have them far denser. So the next one I'm going to do with a much denser design. You can see that in the top piece. This is one I printed out and I changed the design on it. And if you look really closely, you don't really even see the triangles. It's actually looks like a crystal structure. But here we've got the neck. I got a couple of screws holding it together while the glue sets. The bridge. This piece right here took the longest to print. Just this one piece took 30 hours, or nearly 30 hours. The piece on the top, that one was, I think it was about 6 hours. And there's a plate on it that I glued on. That took about, I don't know, 30 minutes to do. And then I've got my fretboards. I actually got some frets and I started to attempt to install some frets myself. I have no idea what I'm doing. I've never built a guitar or put frets on one. Although I do work with instruments all the time, so this is a great learning experience for me. And again here you can see an example of the triangles. Maybe if I flip it over you can see them better. But the next one I'm going to make is going to have, it'll be more like this, so that you don't see the triangles. They'll be very tiny and very dense. It's going to take me 2 weeks to print that guitar out. This one, I probably won't get this one finished until the end of next week, or maybe even longer. I still have, I think, three more pieces to print out. I'm printing out this side right now. And then there's probably another piece that goes here, so it's probably just 2 more pieces to complete this. And it comes with holes in it right there, so you can attach parts, attach the bridge, things like that. This guy, I printed out this piece, and it probably took, I don't know, it didn't take very long. But it's pretty strong, and it's shiny on one side, if you can see that reflection. Since I'm printing on glass, or I printed these on glass, I got a good finish on it. So this is real smooth like glass too. It has no texture to it, smooth. Whereas this stuff is kind of rough, back here especially. You can kind of hear it. And so far I've used almost 1 full roll of filament for this for this whole piece here, for everything you see here that I printed out, and then I've got another one up here that I'm working on. That's one of the other pieces. But here's the filament, what's left on this one roll. It cost me about $18. So in the end, I'm thinking that this guitar cost me about $28 to make. And then I've got 5 more boxes of transparent filament over here. I went a little overboard on the filaments. There's some more filament right there. Some more filament here. I've got 5 boxes of green, 5 boxes of black. I've got 1 roll of glow in the dark, and then rubber. There's like a yellow rubber. It's flexible. I haven't tried that one yet. And then I've got some other ones that I explained in an older video. And then, oh, while you guys are here, I'll show you what else I'm making. I'm making a BMX pedal. This is for one of my friends. I was hoping it would be done before 9 o'clock, because that's when I have to go back to work tonight. And I was going to bring it as a surprise, but I don't think it's going to finish. It's not even halfway done. It's already 4 or 5 o'clock, so it's going to need another 5 or 6 hours. So then I've got the computer set up here, and you can see the pedal on my little tray. I can manipulate that in 3-dimensional space, look all around it and everything. I can also change its position or location. I can rotate the pedal itself on different axes. So here I can take this and go up with it by clicking the arrows. So if you get a piece that's too large, let me show you. Let me get rid of this one, and I'll show you the neck. So we clear build, and we open my folder, go to acoustic guitar, and then neck heel. Alright, see that? Now it's got a bunch of stripes through it, and down at the bottom it says unable to slice. So this one, you're going to have to manipulate this, and we can change it to rotation here. So you can just click one of these lines and rotate it clockwise, counterclockwise, vertically, and horizontally. So click the red one here and go vertically, and then we can take the object and we can move it closer to me, and then we can drag it up, and then drag it back over this way. But eventually you just move that around until it turns yellow, and then unfortunately this takes a long time because it has to build a structure, a support structure underneath this, and that structure looked like this. It's a little busted out because I just kind of ripped it off, but if you look closely, that's a lot of material, but it's necessary to do that. Now next time I do it, I'm gonna just make it go straight up and down, because I noticed when I was gluing this piece together that if you stand it up, it does stand up on its own. So that gave me an idea. So when I print the next one out and I manipulate it in the computer, I'm just gonna make that just vertical. So I should save a lot of material on the trellising. At least that's what I hope. I know that the station, if you're printing too quickly, it can vibrate, and my only concern was that it might fall over because it'll be up here like that. And this with the top on it, you can see that it's taller than the printer, but this is where it stops. So I'm gonna try that out, and then see what happens with that. So hope that explained a little bit for you guys. I got a big mess back here of parts, and I've been printing these things out non-stop too, about 2 of them a day. and they're getting better in quality as I go. Can't see a lot of the lines in this one. There's no artifacts or gaps or spaces, so these should be watertight. I did have a problem with the bottom, so I may look into redesigning this and making it thicker. But when I put these together, when I stack two of them up, it's really difficult to get them to lock down and twist. So I'm not sure if it's because it needs to be finished better, like sanded off. But that's, you know, more something I'll have to figure out. Kind of weird holding this up. It almost looks like it's CG because the lines around it look weird on camera. But I promise this is real. You can see the filament strings on the inside. It's 0.2 millimeters, so it's half the width of a human hair or thereabouts. So, shoot, I guess that's about all I have for you guys right now. Maybe we'll go outside and look at some stuff in the garden. And then I got some carrots, and then I know Growing Grass Hobby Farms has been waiting for me to do this. So I will take you guys out back. Sorry for the shoddy camera work. Still getting used to this thing. This is, you can't see it, but I have this camera gimbal on here that smooths out the motion for me. So it's like I'm cheating. Almost like a drone's flying, but that's just my arm holding onto this. It's a DJI Osmo Mobile 2. It's not the mobile. It's not the Osmo Mini, the little tiny one, because the camera on that thing's, was from what I read, is not that great. But DJI is not known. So here's the grow bed, and you can see the carrots finally sprouting in there. And the flood and drain is working great. I'll go down to this end, you can see the fill line doing its thing. I kind of overplanted with the carrots, but I'll have to just go through and thin these out here. Carrots are kind of a pain in the butt because you don't want to dig a hole and put the carrot seeds in it because they won't sprout very good. So what I did is I just sprinkled them over the surface and then covered this up for about 4 or 5 days, I think. You can check out some of the eggs over here we got. Great looking plants. I do have a lot of bugs, but I have a lot of predatory insects out here doing their job as well, so it's a balance. There's quite a few eggs in here. Here's a little tiny guy. There's another one back here. I think there's about 5 or 6. Here's a larger one, but it's still tiny. And we got a lot of broccoli. Some good looking broccoli plants. I don't see any broccoli florets yet. I know there's a larger plant over here that does have some. We'll get to that in a minute. This is kind of weird. This might be just, I don't know, this might be sick or something. Flower looks nice. There's some more brassicas. And I don't see any florets in there yet. This one's definitely got one. Broccoli, look at that, nice and dense. That's gonna be nice. They usually get pretty good size. And then I'll chop them off, and then down here, if you look in like the armpit, you can see more florets popping out. So once you chop the top one off, these ones will start to grow a little quicker. I did pull some corn off. The rest of this stuff's got to go. Some of these have developed. This one's developed. This one's turned into that weird fungus. I always forget the name of that. It's actually edible, and I have cooked it and eaten it, and it did taste good. It has a strange taste. It's really different. It's kind of sweet and pasty. And over here we've got a couple of dead plants. I'm not sure what happened to the cabbage. It's just, I don't know, maybe had a disease or something. See little bugs crawling around, look like a bunch of spiders. Good job, little spiders. This one's doing really good. It's getting quite big. We got cauliflower. Oh, look at that. Yeah, cauliflower. I love cauliflower. The plant doesn't look very great though. We got some diseases or something going on in here. That's alright. The weather's been kind of chilly here anyways. You can tell by the cantaloupes they didn't make it. That's alright. We got lots of jalapenos. This thing's got tons of jalapenos under it. I'm gonna take some of those to work and give them out. Give them out to the band guys and the staging crew at the marquee. Those guys are awesome. And we got lots of peppers, bell peppers. Oh, there's still more of them growing in there. Well, maybe not that one. It didn't look like it made it. Looks like it died. And we've got our monster Big Zacks. Growing all weird. That's not even the weirdest one though. This one is. Look at that. Look at that weird thing. I'm just gonna keep letting it grow just because it's interesting. It's an alien tomato. You're not seeing any fruit up there. Looks like the cold's getting to them. It was pretty cold last night. We were in the mid 40s. I was worried about the fish, but they made it. My water heating efforts have proved successful. We got a little tomato here. Eat that guy. Oh, that's super sweet. Almost tasted like a grape. Wow, what? Excuse me, I wasn't expecting that. Alright, so the radishes are almost done over here. I've eaten nearly all of them. And we got potato plant, it's doing alright. I'll just pull out the rest of these radishes pretty soon. And then plant some more. Basil's still going. Usually there's a bunch of bees out here, but it's been, like I said, it's been cold. So we're gonna wrap this up. Check out the fish. Probably hiding. Yeah, they're hiding in the back over there. I can't get the camera to do what I want it to. They're all hiding. There's like 5 tilapia in there and a bunch of goldfish. Alright, so we're gonna wrap this up. So thank you guys for thanks for tuning in. If you have any questions or comments, pop those in at the bottom. I'll be happy to answer those. Yeah, that's it. I have too many things going on, so my mind is, I'm not constantly thinking. You can tell by my eyeballs, I'm looking around and thinking. But anyways, yeah, hit that like button, subscribe, click the bell next to subscribe, and you'll get a notification each time I upload another video. And you can follow along with some of my projects and watch me screw up with 3D printing and video editing and all that kind of good stuff. And I'm gonna be putting together some time-lapse videos of the guitar parts being printed, so you can see that. I'm just waiting until I get done with my first one, and then I'll go through and do really good videos of the next model, which will be a lot better, I'm hoping. So we'll see. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, keep building. It's hard to see them. I need to clean the windows.